You are amazing. You are worth everything that you want to achieve in life. You deserve it. You don't need to have proof. You don't need to have anyone validate it. You are already validated. God has blessed you. God has put you in a position to be able to be you. You are a miracle in real life. And I want you to understand that you don't need proof or validation from anybody. You have a dream. You have an idea. You have value. You need to go ahead and actualize that and make it happen. Stop hesitating. Stop waiting. Scholarships is just a way for you to be able to write down what that idea is, to write down what you've already done, to be able to craft your story into 500 words to earn $500, $5,000, $35,000, $50,000, $500,000. There's no limit to the amount of scholarships you can apply for, the amount of scholarships that you can win. You are a winner. People just don't know. They don't know that you're a winner. They don't know how great you are. They just don't know. You don't have to keep watching other people succeed. You don't have to keep watching other people win. You are a winner. You can do it. You are already worth every single dollar. You just have to prove it. You just have to write it down and show it to someone else. They aren't aware of your greatness. They aren't aware of how amazing you are. They aren't aware of all that you have done. They aren't aware of all that you will do. They aren't aware of how awesome of a human being that they can invest in. There's no greater investment than the investment in humanity. You are a human. You are part of a capital that cannot be replaced, duplicated, or intimidated. Human capital is worth more than monetary capital. We are printing dollars at will all the time. We can make more paper. We can create more numbers on a spreadsheet and put it into a bank account, but we can't make another you. We cannot duplicate you. We cannot recreate you. I've met twins that are drastically different, and they provide a different impact, a different level of positivity into other people's lives. One wanted to be an engineer. One was really good at baseball. Two completely different things. The baseball player decided to go on and not even pursue baseball after all the time was done, but instead to become a coach. I guess that's still producing in baseball, adding value to other players, adding value to other human beings, teaching them not only how to be a great baseball player, but how to be a great human being, how to be a person who can not only hit home runs on the field, but hit home runs in life. There's an engineer who was architecting an entire construction of how we can really store data and be able to take that data and put it into a different database, put it into a platform where we can now visualize all the information that we had. And they became a great manager. A manager who was able to teach other people how to take the knowledge and information that they had inside of them and be able to put it in a space where other people can visualize it through their meetings, through their work, through their outputs and what they were producing. Do you see the metaphors of life that I'm talking about? But when no one knows who you are, when no one knows what you can do, when no one knows all that you bring to the table because you keep it to yourself, that's selfish. That's selfish. It's selfish for you not to tell anybody who you are and what you can do. What if Nipsey Hussle right here never made a rap? What if Nipsey Hussle right here never brought on his friends to his community, his group, and said, let's build marathon? He had this mindset that life was a marathon, not a sprint. He had this mindset that we can do it together. You ever see a marathon, the Boston Marathon, the LA Marathon? People are running in groups until they finally separate themselves after the 1, 2, 5, and 13 mile mark. There's a difference maker in you. And guess what? You don't have to be the Nipsey. You can be in the group. So then I ask, who are you hanging out with? And do they encourage you to be the best version of yourself? Because some of you might not have to be the great CEO or leader. Some of you might need to be the great you. I encourage students when they're applying for scholarships to say that you have leadership experience, and everyone defaults to president. Of course, absolutely. But you don't have to be the president to be the best version of you, to be the leader that we need in the community and in the space. A secretary, a vice president, a social chair, a community chair are also great, valuable leaders. You can lead a committee. You don't even have to lead the entire group. And many a times we don't really understand that. We don't value that, truly. We don't value that all the time. And what I'm saying is you don't have to be Santa Claus. Look at the Christmas tree. You can be an elf. But are you the best elf in your factory lane? Are you the best reindeer? You don't have to be Rudolph. There's Donner. There's Blitzen. You know the list. You know the songs. And so I need you to write an essay, 250 to 650 words that describes why your version of leadership is amazing and how it makes an impact in people's lives. It's truly valuable. It's truly amazing to be able to do so, to be the best version of yourself, to be the best version of you. But I need you to write it down and be able to apply to different scholarships that will highlight that. It's imperative that you find support for your academic dreams. If you're already in college, you're already in graduate school, you're already in high school, it's not too late. If you haven't graduated school, it's not too late. You can apply. I encourage people all the time on my Instagram videos, don't be shy, apply. And I mean that. Being shy, holding yourself back and not saying anything about who you are, it doesn't destroy you being an introvert. But writing an essay is a way for you to express all the amazing aspects of yourself. And that's what I want you to do. Because you can write 500 words and earn $500 or $5,000. It's Christmas time, but there's scholarships that come out in January and in June. There's scholarships that come out in August, October, November. You have not missed the window. You have not missed the mark. On December 1st, all the way up to June 30th, you have an opportunity to apply for the FAFSA. By using your taxes, 2 years of taxes, you can now get financial aid, grants, and qualify for federal loans automatically. And they'll let you know. Each school will let you know. As you apply for colleges, they will automatically award you scholarships that you are eligible for. You might not even be aware of what they are, but if you don't apply to college, you won't get it. If you don't apply for FAFSA, you won't get it. If you don't apply for scholarships, you won't get it. You should be applying for a scholarship once a week at minimum. At minimum. In the fall semester, from August to December, 2 a week. Keep it 100 with you. You should be applying for 2 a week. And then when you get to January, you can slow it down in spring and go 1 a week. That'll be 150 scholarships in a year with that method, with that pace. I have 140 plus scholarships on my website that you can download, and you can literally apply to one of those each week. With 140 scholarships you apply for, if you actually put in the effort, you actually try, you actually put forth your best effort, you absolutely are going to win scholarships. I'll be frank, most of the time, people aren't even applying for all of the scholarships. You might just be the only one. You might be one of 5. And if they're giving away 5 scholarships, you got this. The United Foundation of Teachers in New York gave away 189,000 scholarships last year at $5,000 an app. You could be one of 300 people who apply. 190 of you are walking away with $5,000. You won't even need to get a job in college if you could pull off $5,000 for 500 words. What are we talking about? We're talking about winning money for being a good student. You can get paid to be a student. This is how you get academic scholarships, but you're getting it at a clip that sounds like you're an athlete on a full ride. You could be so impressive to these organizations and foundations, they make you the poster child. Now you're essentially getting an NIL deal for academics. for writing, for being an artist, for being left-handed, for being black, for being Asian, for being white, for being orange, for being blue, for being you. People want to invest in somebody that they believe in, a leader, a 4.0 student, or someone who's overcome amazing challenges. People get so specific that they're saying, you know what? Above the grind, they have a scholarship for people who identify as 25% Asian. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated has a scholarship not only for their sorority sisters, but also for people who are just in college. You could be a junior in the high school, all the way up to a junior in college and apply. Corporations have scholarships. Coca-Cola has a scholarship. Path.io has a scholarship. And they're focused on career development, career advancement by using AI. $25,000 for grad students, undergrad, or high school students. If you apply, don't be shy. Apply. You can be shy in a public setting. People will think you're humble. Shake hands. Make sure that you are being able to network. Your church probably has a scholarship. Have you asked? You can start the scholarship and give it to yourself. We want to raise $1,000 to send kids to scholarships. You help them identify 10 people who should get the scholarship. 1, 2, 3, 4, you, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get a scholarship, $100. That reduces your cost by $100. That'll buy a book. Wealth is about the money that you keep in the long run. These are the habits that you'll need to be able to build a financial security and literacy and intelligence when you're an adult for real, for real. It's about the money you keep. Best way to keep your money is to not spend it. Best way to not spend your money is to use other people's money. What is the best and first version of other people's money? Scholarships. They are absolutely not looking to get their money back. They see you being a positive impact in someone else's life. They see you being a high-achieving student in college. They see you doing exactly what you already plan to do as the success and proof of the investment itself. There's not a better way in life to make money than to make money being you, following your passions, doing what you like to do. That's what scholarships are. The grants will come. Apply for the FAFSA. They'll deliver that money. Scholarships will be awarded to you by just applying for the college in of itself. But they select it. You have the power and the agency to be able to apply for scholarships, 140 plus scholarships, one a week at minimum, and be able to increase your overall academic income and utilize it to be able to reduce the cost of you going to college. I promise you, if you're applying to one a week, starting junior year of high school, junior year of college, after a year, you'll realize you've written the same essay really over and over again. It's only going to be about 5 different essays that you're writing. Tops 10 different type of essays that you're writing. And then you can just rinse and repeat. That means you write 10 essays and you're just figuring out how to make it a little bit longer because you wrote a 500-word version and they're asking for 1,000 words this time. How can you expand? You're making an effort to expand your dollars and your resources financially for college. How can you expand this essay from 500 to 1,000? At the same time, they may ask for less to give you more money and say, we don't need 500 words, give us about 250. So the New York Teachers United Foundation of Teachers, who are handing out $5,000 per scholarship, can hand it to you as one of their 189 students that they are awarding this year. And it's never too early to apply for scholarships. There's scholarships to be able to go to camps if you want to go to summer camp. All my parents out there, you have a fourth grade student, there's a camp that will give you a scholarship to send your student to that camp. Your child wants to go to space camp. Your child wants to learn how to go ahead and be an engineer. Your child wants to go to baseball camp, AAUs. There's scholarships for that. And scholarships never end. When you become an entrepreneur, there's grants. People will pay you to start a business. They'll pay you to make money. They'll pay you to make money. Why are you afraid to get paid to go to school? I understand only 38% of the United States population has a bachelor's degree. 66% of the people who go on to college graduate and actually attain their degree, that trade, that associates, that bachelor's. 5% of the United States, 7% of the United States population has a master's degree. I have a master's degree. My people came here as slaves, and now I'm the master of myself, my time, my money, my intentions. And that's true for every single human being without a master's degree as well. All you have to do is take control. All you have to do is decide. Decide, I am going to make a valued effort to prove that I am worth it. You are worth it. You actually don't need to prove it, but maybe you need the money to go to college. Therefore, we're going to play the game as the game has been laid out for us to play. Thus, we're applying for scholarships. And for my entrepreneurs, you can apply for grants. Why am I mentioning grants? On that same scholarship list where there's 140 plus scholarships, at the very bottom of the list, I have 900, yes, that's right, count it, 900 grants. 300 of them are designed specifically for women. Another 600 don't care if you're a woman, a man, transgender, pick a gender, any gender. Money is money. Because investing in people who are going to make money for America and hire employees is the way that we actually keep our economy top notch, top dollar. And then by investing in people who are going into college and going to be some of the smartest individuals on the planet and allowing them to be able to position themselves to be the best that they can be, whether they become entrepreneurs or whether they decide to go on and work for a corporation, which was started by an entrepreneur, which is a business overall, and thus still impacts the positive growth of our economy, keeps America at the top of the list, top dollar. That's what we want. We want top dollar individuals. Why are you walking away from these scholar dollars? Talk to me. Talk to me. Put it in the comments and let me know. Why are you afraid to apply for scholarships? I'll probably help. I used to help students at Drexel University when I was teaching there. I used to help students when I was working at Cal State Fullerton. You see the hat? Now I'm working for one of the largest education publishers in the nation, helping students on a mass scale. But what's my true passion? Helping people be able to take advantage of their scholar dollars. This is something that you have to take into your hands. Work with your parents. Work with your friends. Have them as accountability partners. Write your 10 essays. What's the best way to write your 10 essays? The best way to write your 10 essays is to actually apply for a scholarship every single week. You might not get the first 10. You might not get the first 15. But if you're applying for one scholarship a week out of 52, you will win. Just because you got better at writing the essay. Just because you got better at understanding how to answer the question. I have a video on YouTube about how to read and break down the question and look at what parts you should really respond to increase your opportunity to win the scholarship. Writing scholarship essays is a practice for the best version of yourself in life. This is something that will never die as a skill. It could turn into being able to write and achieve and earn grants. It will turn into your ability to be able to continuously prove to the world that you are who you say you are. And you're worth what? Top dollar. Believe in yourself. Never stop doing that. Always believe in yourself. Always take the chance. Always go for the risk. Always believe that all you have to do is achieve. Don't be shy. Apply. Look, my name is Professor Miles, and I thank you for listening. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. If there's somebody, you have a friend, you have a daughter, you have a son, you have a cousin, you have an auntie, you have an uncle, you have a sibling who knows that they have children and they can benefit from scholarships. And if you need encouragement to apply for scholarships, send them this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you later, man. This is what we're going to do. I'll be back tomorrow with another video about how we can actually continue to win and develop ourselves into top dollar applicants. Don't be afraid to go out there and get your scholar dollars.